I hope traders and investors alike were green today. And please remember, discipline is the key to your success in trading. So we had Powell today. We did get to 0.50, but they were hawkish. Powell was hawkish, and you could tell that all the members voted the same way. There was no indecision. So the all the members right now are hawkish. He did basically come out and say that there's a lot of pain still to come, in which we're pretty much expecting that. This is going to carry well into 2023, if not longer. So, it is what it is. At least the numbers are out. The news is out, so the market can do what it feels like it needs to do right now. Everybody's still expecting a seasonal rally. Uh, to me, it looks like that Powell just shot down the Christmas rally. But we'll see. Play the action. We don't even know where we're going to trade tomorrow. The rest of this week going into options expiration. So let's just get to the charts and we'll talk about it as we go. So this is our oscillators. This is for the Nasdaq. We are negative 23. New York Stock Exchange negative 14. Plenty of room to move in either direction. The S&P 500 still trading in this broadening channel, showing resistance here at the trend line, resistance at the 50. We did break down below the 4,000 level today, so that's kind of a psychological level that we lost. This is the 80 lines curling down. The dollar still pulling back here. Dollar is showing some weakness. VIX is also moving back down. That's a good thing for the option prices. You can see VIX here on the 15-minute chart. It did try to spike today, but couldn't hold it. Crude's pushing back up here. Apple pulled back today as well. The last 2 days, Apple has pulled back. Still holding in pretty well here, but we have broken below our major moving averages, so we can start to look for a move down. And Apple on the 15-minute chart, you can see we pushed it open, pulled back, pushed at the meeting, and then just end up. Well, actually, we pulled back before the meeting, but here, this was the meeting. We pushed at the meeting, then end up selling the pot right back. Gold's been pushing up inside bar today. I would keep an eye on that to see. A lot of times you get an inside bar. It's taking it's basically made a big move, taking a day off to kind of digest a big move, and then see if we can get a move on that tomorrow. This is our advanced decline lines all rolled back down. Even the S&P 500, we had taken the 9 back and it's testing it now. It hasn't lost it yet. Mid caps as well. Mid caps have lost a 9 after reclaiming it. ABBV, ABBV, still holding the 9 here. Let's see what this does tomorrow. Healthcare was the best performing sector today. So let's keep an eye on this tomorrow. Maybe we can get a bounce. AMD, two down days. Looks like we're looking for a move lower. Watch those candles right there. See if we find support there. If we've reached those, look for a move lower. MACD's rolling. AMD weekly. This is what's offering support right here. We're back to the 9 on the weekly. We broke below support, but it is holding that 9. So watch your weekly 9. If we lose a weekly 9, then we can look for a move down. Affirm down here pulled back today as well, right at this little trend line. We pushed up into that and it pulled back, basically following the market the last 2 days, but it found some support down here. So watch these candles. If we can break below them, look for a move lower. If we're going to pull back some of these beaten down names, some of the beaten down names that have recently popped may be a good place to look for shorts. Some of them that are hitting rock bottom may be a little difficult to short. Amazon, what was this? Affirm 15-minute chart. You can see we pushed it open and then pulled back. Tried to push again, didn't have it. That was the meeting move right there. Amazon, same thing. Pulled back. We had this push, failed, and you can see on your 15 minute chart here, you can see you have a bearish reversal signal there. So when that candle closed, you could have went in, look for support at your 200 on the 15. Remember, your 15-minute 50 and your 15-minute 200 are usually pretty powerful levels you want to keep an eye. You want to know where your moving averages on all time frames. You don't have to watch every time frame. It's just a good idea to know where what is happening on each time frame. But those are pretty important levels that I do keep an eye on for my intraday trading. Amazon weekly broke out of this bear pennant a few weeks ago. We've been moving down. We tried to push earlier in the week, but you can see we're giving that candle back up. See where we close at the end of the week. AMC, you can see here a bearish reversal signal coming down, getting pretty beat down here. We can still move lower, waiting for the 9 to catch up now. AMC 15-minute chart. You see it traded pretty flat overall today, but this 15-minute 200 looks like it's resistance. Watch that tomorrow if you're interested in trading it. See where your 15-minute 200 is. AMD, you can see we made a nice move at open, pulled back, made a decent push here. Once again, you can see the reversal signal right at the 15-minute 50 and then snatch back. Amazon. So Amazon on the daily here, we are holding the 9 back below, wedged in between the 9 and 20. So for me, that's a no trade area. There's just other stuff to trade that you have more room to make money. You got to have room to move to make money, especially trading options. Options, you need momentum to trade options with. If you don't have momentum, you can get chewed up just sitting. When the chop and you're just sitting into the chop, the decay is in full effect and it can really affect your option prices, your premium. And sometimes it's just not worth trading. Apple on the way down here, and I know you can use different spreads and stuff like that. I'm just not a believer in spreads. I don't believe in, if I had a race car, I wouldn't put an anchor on a race car. That's just how I feel. If you're trading spreads and you're having good luck with them, congratulations, you keep doing what you're doing. They're just not for me. So Apple weekly here, still under this 9. Your 9 weekly there is resistance. Bear's been taking that candle back. ARK, 2 down days here. We're right on this 9. So this 9's already broke below support. You can see we wicked into it today. The bears were able to take the candle back. Just keep an eye on ARK for a move down there. You can definitely find some support. You got some candles in this area, so you can definitely find some support, especially right here on this old gap. Just be aware of that. Boeing, this is one that's been on the radar. Obviously we've been watching it for a while. Got some nice strong moves out of it, and even yesterday we were able to, when we gapped out, we pulled back. Today we still tried to push. Performed a little better than a lot of other stocks today. Bitcoin, you got a bear flag here on your weekly. Nice push the last couple of days. I'm surprised that Bitcoin held that pop so well when the rest of the market pulled back yesterday. But we just still have this bear flag until we get above this resistance level, and that 9, I've still got to have a bearish look on it. You can see here that nice push up, and now we're starting to pull back here. Looks pretty bearish looking at that wick there. Definitely is looking bearish here. A gravestone up there right into resistance. Boeing intraday, you can see the nice push it open. This thing pushed very nice. I believe I traded this twice today, moving in and out of it in between trading several other assets and the indices as well. Got quite a few trades in today. Good day. Very good day. Chewy, nice push up here, and yesterday we got the CPI come out, and that kind of ruined this big move. It looked like we were starting to try to push up low, and it's like a lower low. It looked like we were getting ready to try to make a move on this one, and just end up, the data's been coming out. The market has not liked the data, and it's been in a selling mood. You can see Chewy here. It just pulled right back at market open, so this would have made a good short at market open. You got a nice reversal. A good fake out there. You actually closed over the 20 on the 15 to end up selling. Uh, Consumer staples, very, very nice chart here. Still holding in very nice. It's changing character though, but overall it's held in a lot better than a lot of these other charts. But we are definitely changing character here. You can see your nines leveling out. Looks like it even starting to tip, like we're ready to start to roll. Your MACD's cooling off. I would like to see a stronger MACD there to, before I try to go short on it. Crowd Crouch tried to push here as well, was trying to make a run back up above the 9 and giving it back up on the last 2 days. It's still holding the 9, but just last 2 days candles, just like most of the market, just not very healthy looking. CVX, we got this rounded top here. Tried to push back up into it and give it back today. Push right back up into this resistance level and give it back today. Also, your 50 on the daily is one to watch there. You can see the move here, pull back right to your 15-minute 200, big level, pushed up, took your 15-minute 50 out, and then just chopped around and pulled back. Everything was moving with the market at the meeting. DVN, we had this head and shoulders pattern. We broke to the downside. We pushed back up. We did reclaim this 200. Looks like we barely, but looks like we have closed above it. Basically, just what Head and Shoulders do. So they're basically built out of bull flags on the way up. It's usually a series of bear flags on the way down. This one's a little rougher though. That's them small candles in there. Them small candles are also letting you know a move was coming. So we broke down below the 200. Nines bearing, putting pressure on it. MACD's bearish. Look for a move down there. If energy does pop, it'll push, but uh, just crude is trying to push up. Uh, just with the market conditions right now, I'm a little worried about everything, honestly. And Dix is such a nice looking chart, but it's gotten caught up in all this drama. I don't think it's going to do what we were looking for. If we can get it to come down, take out our center line here, look for a move down. DraftKings got this nice, trading in this channel here. We ended up pushing up above this channel, but this 200 is still resistance. Looks like this is trying to start to roll here. Definitely tested this 200 several times and unable to take it out. Now it's broken back below the 9 and the 20. We wicked up into them. Of course, today's action's really hard to say because of moving with the market. Dollar General, we were looking for a move down here, so the last 2 days, it's just kind of chopped around. Today, this was strong. So if we can get above this 50 here, look for a move up. If we can get below these candle lines here, look for a move down on this one. So unusually strong there today. EA, we got a double top up here. We're looking for a move down out of this one as well. We gapped up on that CPI data right into the 9, found resistance there. Uh, we are back below the 50 and the 200 here. So we're below all our major moving averages right now. Look for a move down. Want to watch right here. I want to be below that candle, be below today's candle. Lilly. So Lilly today tried to push back up. You can see we wicked back down, but still closed with a decent green candle there. Healthcare is the strongest. That MACD is bearish there as well. XLE, the MACD is trying to change character here. Um, and I was expecting ascending inverted scallop out of this. It did pull back a little too far for that. So, that's an issue there. We do I'm just concerned about the market. It does look like it wants to push back up. It's reclaimed the 9 here. We have the 50 coming through, but it has reclaimed the 9. Still holding it for support. I'm just more or less worried about the market. I do like this MACD changing character. Like I say, I'm worried about the market conditions overall. ExxonMobil, we pulled back. We had crude numbers come out at 10:30, and we got a small push up off of that, and then we started chopping with the market when the numbers come out. Ford still struggling here. Once again, if you go to your weekly chart, we're trading in a symmetrical triangle, so you definitely need to keep an eye on those trend lines on that symmetrical triangle. I keep telling myself I'm going to put the monthly chart on here, and I keep forgetting about it. I also meant to put PFE on here, and I forgot about that as well. I moved some charts around. I forgot to put that one on here. FedEx, we are back above the 9 and 20 here. We had this nice push up. The CPI data kind of screwed it. Had a decent move up today compared to the market. It's not a big move, but compared to the market here, we are holding the 9 and 20. See what this MACD does. We want to see this 9 and 20 start to turn up if we're going to push up. We need to see them turn up. Remember, your short-term moving averages are going to be the first ones following your price, and we need to see them following the price. First Solar here, we're back above the 9, wedge right in between the 9 and 20. I like this if it gets above that 20. Your MACD is changing character, go short if it gets below the 9. I would be careful shorting this one because it's very strong. It's been very strong, held in very well. And I like this MACD changing character. This one may have another push coming. Google's just not been trading very well at all. We started to try to push here, and then all of a sudden it's just ripped down. And you can start to see your signals there. You started seeing dojis coming in, so we knew there were some issues there. Home Depot. So Home Depot, let's go look at. We got this nice push up. We were able to get back above our resistance level here. Pushed or gapped up on that CPI, pulled back, and we did push up a little bit today, and ended up pulling back as well. But MACD's trying to cross there. Let's take a look at the monthly chart. So you can see the monthly chart. We got this double bottom here. We've pushed up out of this double bottom. We've took the neckline out. So this is the neckline, but we've pushed right into previous resistance. I want to see this candle close over this line. So we need to get confirmation of this candle on Friday to close over this line. Maybe there's still some upside coming for Home Depot. QQQ, once again, it's the same setup on all these charts. Gapped up on CPI, snatched back today. Got a spinning top there. We are holding the 9 and 20, but it's weak. Let's see what the market gives us tomorrow. Not really sure. I'm not sure the market really knew what it wanted to do today. To be honest, I mean the move. I agree with the move because as we have all this stuff up live, and I'm trying to explain what's going on and trying to trade too. But everything sounded hawkish, and constantly kept telling the members that hawkish, 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 hawkish. So, and that allows them to get in there and make some money. There was also some nice setups that we had that we were able to call right there, especially at the end of the day. QQQ on the weekly, right in between your 9 and 20. So one thing about us is we're live. So when we call something like that, you can always ask why, and that makes a big difference. Obviously, don't ask why during between 9:30 and 10, like when things are so hot and the option flow is strong. Because we also watch option flow, and we use that to help us in our decision making. TLT, still holding this 9. We did dip below the 9, was able to recover. So that's your 20-year bonds. IWM, we've been talking about this downtrend for a while. For a few weeks, we've been playing with this downtrend, and it's just stronger. The downtrend stronger than the trend up. And we still are below the 9 and 20. We pushed up. We have pulled back. Today, this candle has not closed. It does not close till Friday, but we still remain below that 9 and 20. So you got IWM daily chart. Was trying to watch this cup and handle, but it's just falling apart there. IWM 15-minute big snatch back there. It's basically your move today that we've seen during the FOMC, Lockheed Martin. I still think this has some upside to it due to a lot of weapons need to be replaced due to Ukraine. So I still think there's some upside. This chart is holding in very well. Actually, you can see MACD is cooling off, and we are holding it very well. Still holding the 20 in between the 9 and 20. I like it better back up above that 9, but it does need some upwards momentum. Now, Macy's, we had this contraction. So break out of the contraction, you go into your expansion. So this is what we're in now. We're in the expansion phase, and this is the exact move we were expecting. Come up, tap, pull back. So the exact move we were thinking. That's worked out. Textbook there, and it's also with the trend. So Mara breaking lower. So McDonald's, you can see McDonald's here. We tried to push up. We did push up. We started to break out, and the last 2 days, just these last 2 days have really messed up a lot of charts that we were expecting better out of. But old Merck had news with Moderna and up. Very nice day there. Meta Meta has had look at these last two candles compared to a lot of other stocks. Meta had a nice push today. I traded this once or twice. I think just once as well. Meta 15-minute, you can see this nice push it open. That's what I traded it then. Then we had this big pullback, and then there's your FOMC, MU. MU's broken below support here. We broke out of this falling wedge, and actually it's more of a channel. It's not even really wedging. But we broke out the last 2 days, coming back down, losing support. So your MACD is bearish there. So if we do pull back, this could be a good name to watch for a pullback. Microsoft here into the 200, long-legged doji there. Actually, it's long to the upside, closed under that 200. That's the problem area there. If we do push, we got to get above that 200. And you can see here we pushed right into it and got rejected. Microsoft had a really good day. I traded it once as well. You can see Microsoft here on the weekly. We're still holding above the 9 and 20. One of the better looking charts right now. This is that Monday.com we added. This thing's, we broke out of this. It's just been on fire. It hasn't really cared what the market's doing. Trading pretty tight up here right now, like some tight action today, waiting on this 9 and 20 to get up there. And they're hitting up there too. MACD is nice crossing there. Moderna, we finally broke out. So we had this cup. We were able to get some trades in here. Even good. We had this bearish pattern here, the diamond. We pulled back. But this nice cup broke out of. We put this handle. That kind of ruined it. But hey, we still ended up breaking out, pushing to the upside. Even though that candle does kind of ruin a perfect cup and handle there. Oh well, it pushed to the upside. We got to break out. That's why, as textbook as that pattern looks. Let's go back. As textbook as this pattern looks, a lot of traders would have looked at this and been like, oh, it's no more good anymore. But because it did pull back, but when that news come out, man, it just gapped up. Look at the size of that gap there. So we do have a gap here. We're probably going to fill later on down the road. One thing about Moderna, when it makes a move like this on news, it makes a big move. MU. So MU pushed up today, a nice push, and then right back down. Nasdaq, Nasdaq Composite, same candle patterns there from the last 2 days. Netflix, been really tight up here the last 4 days. I mean, just really tight action there. Nvidia, we were bullish on this chart. It was making a nice push up. We cleared this 200. The CPI gapped up, kind of screwed things up, and then Powell. Powell didn't help anything today. Definitely was not our friend today. Well, put it this way, he wasn't the bull's friend. I'm neutral as can be. I trade whatever comes my way. Nvidia, you can see the intraday chart here. Nice push, nice push. You can see the signal right there on the 15. Give us signals. So clear signals on the 15-minute chart today to sell going into that. NVIDIA weekly, talked about how good this chart looks. Don't like that it's pulling back so much, but all this news coming in, that chart's holding in very well. That 50 there is resistance. Oxy's looking bearish here. Oxy gets below this 200, look for a move down. We're getting into Mr. Buffett's buy zone there, so Buffett can come in and buy. Your MACD is changing character here as well. Below that 200, I'm short. Palantir trade starting to get in this little channel right through here. So you can see I would watch this area for support or resistance if we push. Watch this area for support. See how we act right on this 9 and 20. See how we act in the morning. How we open up there. Maybe if we get a push up, possibly. Peloton. Peloton had a decent candle today. Unlike a lot of stuff in the market, Peloton had a very nice candle today, but still under that 9 daily. Plug. So Plug put in a lower low, trying to push up. Plug got an upgrade today, traded a lot better than a lot of other stocks. Closed over the 9 and 20 now today. So see where we open up tomorrow. Your MACD is trying to change character. Like to see some bullishness come into this MACD and not be so flat. Watch your 50 if we push there. 50 day would be resistance. Procter Gamble, they're buying diapers. That I don't know how else to put it, but they're buying diapers. Uh, you can see the MACD here is flattening out. It's looking really tired. Still above this 9. Speaking of Moderna, I got several nice trades on Moderna today. Uh, Roblox found support here, bouncing around. This did trade better than a lot of other stocks today. Sometimes, we like to trade the market, but sometimes it pays not to pay attention to these other stocks. So when the market's chopping, there's opportunities elsewhere. SE, we added this one this week. A nice breakout due to CPI, but we're still holding it. Gives us an inside day. See how we handle that MAC. I still like that MACD on that chart. SoFi had a good day today. Give a lot of it back. See where we open up tomorrow. We're right into that 20 now. SoFi had a much stronger day than a lot of other stocks today. The Dow, you can see the same two candles there. So it's a lot of stocks that were pushing a lot better than the indices. So you got the SPY, same thing as the SPX, trading in this broadening channel. We're right into resistance. Also, once again here, watch your 50-day there as well as resistance. If you don't have your channel drawn, that's fine. Just watch your 50-day on your weekly. That's resistance. Monthly chart, we're not even going to mention that one. SPY, daily chart, trying to hold your 9 and 20 here. We did break below the 200. I don't like being between this 9 and 20 and that 200. Need to get out of this area. MACD looks like it wants a pinch to roll down. So of course, Discord, we have our levels there that we trade on daily. So nice push here today. Little dip, come right back, tested the same area. We actually took that area out and pulled back. And there's your meeting candles, same setup. First rip and then a dip. So just exactly what we were expecting there. Exact move we look for. SPY here, this is our trend chart. All three trends are right now, they are bullish, barely on the short term, barely on the midterm. Long term, still bullish. Let's see what the market does. I still feel like the market's going to end up pulling back. Square traded very nice again today. We broke out of this. It gapped up on CPI as well and has been able to hold it inside day to day. Two spinning tops there. Need some moving averages to get caught up. XLK, you can see once again the same two candles. We're back below that 200, holding the 9 and 20 there. See how we act. We could push off that 9 and 20. Tesla, not surprised what's going on there. We've been talking about the bear flag, broke down. We talked about this bear flag, broke down, took the weekly 200 out. That's the trouble area. You get below the weekly 200, you're in trouble. See where we close, and you can see another big move down, new lows again. That has totally been on the radar. I've been watching it, calling level for level on that stock, and the levels work. TLT weekly, we pushed right into a resistance level here. Tesla, you can see still pretty tough day. When the rest of the market was trying to push it open, Tesla snatched back. We did come down here and just barely break below the previous high. Could see that better on a shorter term time frame. UAL intraday, you can see we chopped for a while with this and then ended up snatching back. It traded flat for a while. They had news. Delta Airlines guided up, so that give the airlines a reason to push today, and they didn't. Uber. So Uber's back above the 9, running right into a wall of moving averages. Your 20, your 200, and your 50s all coming right through here. We're above the 9. For me, that's a no trade area. Got to have room to make money, and I just don't like being jammed up in moving averages. UNG pushing up here after hours. We did gap down, but we are pushing up after hours. We did pull back on that today. Ups, still watching this cup, watching the form its handle, holding all the major moving averages here. So that's a good sign. See if we can push up on this tomorrow. I want to see these moving averages. If it's going to turn, I want to see them turn up. We need to see this MACD come in and cross as well. UNG down today, but like I say, that's up after hours for some reason. I haven't checked the news feeds. Unity holding this 200. We had this nice push, but holding this 200, no, I'm sorry, holding this 50. We break below this 50. Look for a move down. Your MACD is bearish there. 9 and 20 looks like it wants to pull down, apply pressure. So X has this rounded top here. We've broken below the 200. Want to see this 9 and 20 move down. MACD's bearish, expecting a move down. The market's not trading so much on technicals right now. It's purely trading on emotions. So this is all play the action, especially to see what we do tomorrow going into Friday options expiration. Tomorrow is going to kind of be the decision maker to see how they want to treat all this. So we had this rounded top here. CPI kind of busted it up, but we are moving back down. Break below these candles right here, I would look for a move down lower. Your MACD is plenty bearish there. Wells Fargo still trying to hold this trend line for your ascending triangle there. And you can see Wells Fargo, we have closed below the previous candles. On this cup here on the way up, looks like there was some support right here. So I would just keep an eye on that. And Walmart. So here in Walmart, we have this cup. We have putting in an inverted cup and handle. We take out this line right here, follow this candle body. This takes us to previous resistance, this previous gap here, actually previous support, this gap here, um, which offered support here as well. If we take that out, I'm looking for a move down. It's not quite gotten to it yet. It can easily bounce there as well. But we're looking at a small inverted cup and handle possibly being put in. It's got to take that line out to confirm that to be a cup and handle or inverted cup and handle. Our XLF, you can see your bank's looking pretty rough here. Nice pullback breaking below. Break below. You can see we had some kind of support here. We were coming down here banging our head on some kind of support. Take that out. I'd look for a move down lower. And ExxonMobil, we were trading in this bear flag. We were able to gap up. Now we've broken back below the 50, but we are still holding the 9. So that's a tough place to be, once again, in between two moving averages. But your MACD is changing character. I want to watch these MACDs closely and see if they're going to roll back over or if they're going to try to push. Crude's been pushing a little bit, but the issues right now is how's the market going to act. Well, I hope to see everybody in the trading room. Have a great night, and let's use some discipline tomorrow. Play the action, see where the volume's going. Let's make some money. Have a great night.